start by stretching the right side of my body, meaning I'm actually going to have to lean to the left. Now, this leaning motion is not going to be a lazy one, or just leaning your body in a circular angle, a circular motion to the left. It's actually going to be more of a body bend, where our legs are going to stay in place, our hips are going to stay in place. You're going to make sure your core is tucked in, that you're standing straight. You're going to make sure that your feet are roughly shoulder width apart. And from this angle, you're going to have your arms resting against the sides of your body, and your arms, your hands are actually going to play somewhat of an important part in this stretch in terms of regulation and in terms of also making sure your posture is correct and you're not over bending or not bending enough or leaning towards the side. So I have my arms resting against the sides of my body, and now from this position I'm going to make sure that my core is tucked in. You can also focus on trying to bring the top part of your head towards the ceiling just to get that extra core strength and your body straight up. From this position, I'm going to lean, bend to the side. As I bend to the side, I can feel all the side muscles of my abdomen stretching. Very important here to focus on your hand, because your hand is what will give you the indication of how low you're going, or maybe how high you're positioned, or maybe you can see that you're not bending enough in that specific instance. Also for future repetitions, for tracking progress, you'll be able to notice with your hands how deep you can actually go. So again, to stretch the right side of my body, I'm going to bend to the left. You can do this very slowly. Once you find the position where you hold, where you can feel the stretch, you'll actually hold in that position. Make sure that your body is straight in terms of we don't want to be leaning too forward. We don't want to be leaning backwards. We want to be in line with your body. So leaning, stretching. Once you're ready to leave this position, slowly use your abdominal muscles, your core muscles, to pull yourself up into that neutral position. Once you're in that neutral position, now we can focus on stretching the other side. So bending to my right, but stretching the left-hand side of my body. So from this position, I'm going to be bending, leaning to my right, focusing on my hand, because I know for my flexibility, I'm able to roughly reach the bottom part of my IT band, almost touching my knee. So that's my goal when I'm performing this stretch. It doesn't mean that I have to jump into it immediately, because then I might risk hurting myself, but slowly work myself into my position. Once I can feel that stretch, I'm going to hold it, and when I'm ready to leave, slowly climb myself up using my abdomen muscles, using my core muscles. Very important, while mid-stretch, do not let your core muscles loose. Do not make this stretch inactive for your core muscles, because that's when you become lazy and that's when you risk injuring yourself. So throughout the entire stretch, keep your core tucked in to allow yourself that privilege of safety when you're finished the stretch, and you can slowly climb yourself up into that neutral position. So that's how you perform the lateral side stretch